Hello, this is John Carrington from Maryland Fun Time. Virtual learning is now a reality for students. COVID-19 has forced them into a new normal. Our special guest today is a student who won a scholarship to a school in New York City, and now he's dealing with this new reality. We're going to check in with Melvin McKee and find out what's going on in his life under the new reality of COVID-19. Hello, Melvin McKee. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me again, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. Maryland Fun Time. How old are you, Melvin?
I'm 22.
22. Okay, so you're right at that college age. And
Yeah.
you had a scholarship to go to New York City. Talk about that scholarship for a moment.
Yeah, I had a scholarship. I was at this event, and then some schools saw me there, and they wanted to see, wanted to take me up when they go to their school for acting. So it was pretty insane because I wasn't expecting to go there, but to this event they ended up with a scholarship. So the fact that I got one is pretty.
Okay. All right, now I know this summer you wanted to get back in a financial position to attend school, buy yourself school clothing. Did you get a summer job this year?
Summer job. I did not get a summer job this year, because I was really focused on the school at the time. But I had some financial support from friends and family at the time, so yeah.
All right, so you didn't have to work this summer. You were kind of living in the lap of luxury, staying at home, staying under the radar, and not having to go out and earn a dollar.
Well, it's something like that. I've been actually doing some small things. Like I've been doing dashing, kind of like food delivery stuff, stuff like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, look. How are you and your friends coping with this new reality?
Oh man, yeah. It's I know for me, it's been a struggle, because when I was in school, I really loved and enjoyed being there, and I loved being around my teachers and friends. So the fact that I had to leave New York to come down here was kind of degrading, and but I've still been, stay, motivated, stay going, like, acting and stuff, and like that define me, and it affected them too, just like me.
All right. And now we're looking forward to going to school this fall. What is the educational plan, the strategy for doing that?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to going back next year, January. If all things go right, I will be back in school because the schools will be opened up.
Okay, so you have a January be on campus target date.
Yes.
All right. Now, what is the worst part of this COVID-19 pandemic for you? What is the worst part?
The worst part is being distant and being, having to not be around people as much. Because I'm the type of person that likes to be around people and likes to enjoy people's company. So, the fact that that's kind of limited now has definitely been the toughest part for me.
Okay. Now, what's the advantage of this COVID-19 for you? What has been the thing that made it, not so bad?
Yeah, surprisingly, there are a lot of advantages. I think one advantage for me I've noticed is that I feel like you look at how to do things. So, I recently just did like some voice work for a project for a museum recently, and that was over Zoom. So a lot of things happened over Zoom recently. So, the fact that this whole pandemic happened, I don't know if it would have happened the way that it did, but yeah, you surprisingly find a lot of opportunities, during tough times and stuff.
Hmm. And that just happens to be what you're majoring in school. You're majoring in acting, correct?
Yes.
All right. What do you want to do when you finish school? I'm curious.
Yeah. So when I finish, I really want to hopefully just get started in the business. Get some jobs, get some acting opportunities, and hopefully do some modeling too. But I like doing that. So definitely wanting to pursue that. After I'm done.
Okay. Now, there are other students who are on their way or involved in high school or involved in college. What advice do you have for them? You've gone through a few things here. You had a school in New York City that you had to back off on the commitment to go to because of the pandemic. What advice do you have for other students?
Mhm. Yes. I'm gonna say, just I know it's tough. It might be impossible. I would just say, just keep your faith, keep going, keep trying to find the positive things, because during times like this, it can really be, it can really feel like that there's really nothing you can do and everything. But surprisingly, there's a lot you can do if you really put in the time and the effort to find it. So I feel like for me, that trying to stay positive and try to stay on the work, and surround yourself with friends and family if you can, keep your distance. But I feel like if you do that, that everything should be fine, and nothing can stop you. Just it's all in your head. So I feel like if you stay positive, then everything else will be okay.
Okay. And of course, you mentioned keeping friends and family around you. Talk about your background a little bit. I know your mom, Miss Carla McKee, is always assisting you and helping you and guiding you and nudging you along. Talk about your background. Anything you want to share as far as what you've been into, your where you live, some of the things. Just talk to
Yeah,
us.
yeah. So I live in Baltimore, Maryland, and I lived there for about a couple of years now. I also lived in Japan when I was younger, because my mom had a job up there for work, and I have a sister, and I recently just got a cat. His name is Jordan.
Oh, okay, a cat. All right.
Yeah, he's a Jordan.
Cats are funny.
Yeah.
Does your cat obey orders?
When we tell him to. This cat.
When you tell him to, okay.
he kind of wants the house around here, so.
Well, that's what I was figuring. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because this cat is smart, and this cat is one of the smartest cats that I've known. He just finds ways to be on top of things. Last time we put him in the backyard, and there's a fish in the backyard, so we thought he was just gonna stay there. So the cat found a way to get up the fence. He jumped up the fence, and we saw him just sitting at the front door. So we're like, man, this cat is pretty something. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's gonna be a challenge for you to get that cat to at least cooperate. I mean, even if he doesn't obey you, at least be on the same team you're on. All right, we have a lot of political leaders trying to guide us through this pandemic, and I know from your perspective, there's some things that you see that could be done better or done different. What advice do you have for our leaders, whether they be political or in the school systems?
Mhm. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, obviously I'm not gonna pretend I'm a politician or I know a lot about stuff, but I'm gonna just say that it seems to be a lot of disagreement with things these days, and I just think if we can just try to be neutral and try to find a way to come together, that a lot of things will get done in the world, and a lot of lives will be better, because I feel like if we just keep fighting and keep disagreeing, then progress will. It's going to take longer, and in some cases it won't happen. I really feel like we're in such a time that I feel like this is a time where people and everybody just needs to try to listen to each other and try to understand other people's opinions and values. Because I feel like if we do that, then we'll be much better as a nation.
Yeah, I agree. There are people with other values. I look at Baltimore City and the restaurants being limited to just outdoor service. And here we are moving into the fall, and I know good and well outdoor ain't going to work every day. That means those restaurants are going to be hurting financially. Now, the perspective of the businessman is, hey, we should have opened 2 months ago for indoor dining. But the leadership is saying, no, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, well, slow and steady wins the race, but when the guy goes out of business, goes bankrupt because he doesn't have any revenue coming in, what are you going to do to replace that vacant building or that vacant store? It's crazy. You know, perspective is everything. I might think I'm helping a patient in the hospital, and if I give the patient the wrong medication, I find out, unfortunately, that the patient is allergic to that particular medicine. So, you know, sometimes the perspective of one person is different from the perspective of the person who's the recipient of the help.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, knock, knock. I'm from the federal government. I'm here to help you. Yeah, I mean, brace yourself. Brace yourself. Oh, my goodness. Is there anything that you miss right now? I mean, what's your typical day like? I mean, here you are getting ready to get ready. What's your day like?
Yeah, you know, recently, you know, I'm gonna say that, you know, what I miss most is definitely being back in New York, you know, and being in class and around my friends and students and the teachers. So that's definitely something I think about a lot and miss. But what I've been doing is trying to stay connected down here. I've been trying to you know, stay in the loop of acting and modeling and just looking for opportunities down here, you know, to, you know, stay, you know, to do what I love, you know, and that's what I've been doing recently. And it's been time, you know, it's been time consuming, you know, because sometimes, you know, things are longer because of the COVID, obviously, but I'm just trying to stay focused and keep the faith and see where it goes.
All right. Well, I just wanted to check in with a student who's going through this pandemic thing, and I wanted to make sure I had a chance to give you a voice while we have an opportunity here on Maryland Fun Time to share what the fun experiences are and the bad experiences are. Because after all, in order to have fun, sometimes you have to know what the bad is. Anything else you'd like to add at this point?
Oh man, well you could you know, my information, you know, you could you know, go to my email. My email's at bball4money number 4 money at yahoo.com. And
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Repeat that information, because somebody might want to contact you. They might want to send you a note of encouragement, or they might want to have you come out and speak to some students at their church or at their recreation center who need a little inspiration. So, again, give us that contact information.
Okay, so my contact is bball number 4 money at yahoo.com.
All right. Now, some people write a little slow, so give it to us one more time.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so it is bball number 4 money at yahoo.com.
All right. Well, this is John Carrington from Maryland Fun Time, and my special guest has been Melvin McKee, and he's a student who's coping with COVID-19 pandemic. And I think he's going to weather the storm. He'll come out on the other end like silver. Yes, he will. Melvin McKee, I wish you all the best, man. And I'm John Carrington. This is Maryland Fun Time. And Melvin, I just want to say, hey, Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mr. Carrington. It's been a joy. Thanks for having me again.
You're welcome. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.